What is good? What is good? What is good? I think I should be live. If I am and you guys can see me, hear me, let me know in the comments. See a lot of the comments already. So hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're live. And welcome to everybody to the live. Because it's been a while, man. It's been a while since I've done this with you guys, and I needed to do it again, okay? Because it had been way too long. So going to be talking everything from NFL in general to the Bears, obviously, and then I got a couple NBA news as well, items to talk about, and Q&A. You guys can literally just ask me questions, and I will go ahead and answer. So right off the top, what is good? I see you guys in the chat, man. Jordan, Andrew, Devon, Jeremy, Liam. What's going on? What's going on? So, yeah, I guess right off the bat, let's start with some housekeeping items. If you guys have not followed me on my social media, make sure you guys do so. A lot of you guys have been hitting me up on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on there. I don't know if this will focus, but that's my Twitter. Instagram as well. All the links are always in my description. If you are not on the Flick Chat, make sure you get on the Flick Chat, okay? We've got about 100 people now on the Flick Chat. Well, 99. We should get to 100. But the Flick Chat is great. It's like a Discord for Bears fans where you can talk about the game and stuff. I usually hop on and chat with you guys on there. So download Flick Chat and search up Chicago Bears fan page, and that's where you'll find the FST community, all of us, right? And then finally, Thrive Fantasy. If you guys have not heard of Thrive Fantasy, go ahead and sign up using my code FST. You get $20, I think, for an initial $20 deposit that you make. You get a free $20. So if you guys are into that, into player props like I am, and you guys like playing that, go ahead and sign up. And we already got a super chat. I was about to hit you guys up and say, make sure to go ahead and submit a super chat for me to answer your question, guaranteed, because I do get a lot of these. But I already see it, super chat. So thank you, Jetty Code 3. What's going on, man? His super chat. So what's this rumor about Cowboys maybe wanting Trubisky, and what would you want, or would you even do it? So listen, I was trying to build up to it. I was trying to, talk a little bit about it, around it, but no, you want to go straight for the Mitch question. Okay, we can do it. So I have not heard about a rumor about the Cowboys wanting Mitchell Trubisky. I would assume it's mainly because of the fact that Andy Dalton in his first start looked awful, but to his credit, Michael Gallup dropped that touchdown pass and Zeke fumbled the ball twice, so I don't think it's all Andy Dalton's fault. As far as that rumor, again, I have not heard any confirmed concrete sources on it. But if the question is, would I trade Mitchell Trubisky? Now, look, I was actually going to do a video on this, and I still will, but I'll give you guys my quick preview of it. Would I trade Mitchell Trubisky? I would not, unless they gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. Folks, the Bears are in a unique situation in which our season won't technically be over if Nick Foles goes down. Now, obviously, if Nick Foles goes down, God forbid, I'm knocking on wood here, that's certainly a downgrade, right? But Mitchell Trubisky and Nick Foles are, comparable. It's not like the Packers lose Aaron Rodgers and you got to go to your backup and they're done. Like, it's night and day. So the Bears are unique in that aspect. So I need that depth on the roster because a lot of teams are quarterback injury away from their season being over. The Bears are not. So that's why I would keep Mitchell Trubisky at least for this season. Obviously, I'm going to let him go after, but unless it's a trade offer, I can't refuse. Okay? So hopefully it answers it. We got another super chat from Chud City Schmeg. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yo, Faiz, for whoever wins the Super Bowl this year, do you think that team will be looked at positively or negatively based on all the drama this year? I think they'll be looked at as positively. Look, the same thing happened in the NBA. People thought, whoever wins is going to have an asterisk. No, it's not. Whoever wins will win it fairly and squarely. I don't think this season being that different because of no fans is going to have an impact on that. So, no, I think they'll be looked at as, just like any other title winner, but maybe even a little bit more credit because the season was harder due to, obviously, the difficulty around COVID. We got another super chat. Chris Lopez, 2018 Bears or 2020 Bears? Look, you guys might think, oh, 2018 hands out. They went 12-4, went to the playoffs. If it wasn't for Cody Parkey and the damn double doink, we win a playoff game. But I'll tell you this much, it's close because this 2020 Bears defense, it's legit, folks. And I'm telling you right now, outside of the Steelers, I'm taking this Bears defense over any other defense in the NFL right now. And I might take it over the Steelers too, but the Steelers defense is playing at an unreal level, so I'm going to give them that credit. But if you put a gun in my head, I will still pick the 2018 Bears, but it's getting very close. Very close, okay? So, Chris Lopez, hopefully that answers your question about which team I would pick. All right, again, super chat. If you guys want me to answer your question right away, I'm trying to get to these questions. When are you dropping the FST hats for us to buy? Man, soon. I'm working on T-shirts and hats. If you guys are going to be interested in this, let me know. I'll probably do some designs and stuff. I'm working on some logo, a ton of stuff coming, guys. But if you guys are interested in merch, I will absolutely look for that. But I'm looking at hats and T-shirts right now, so hopefully you guys would like that. All right, let me go ahead and take some more questions here. I had a damn agenda here written, but you know what? I'm just going to take questions from you guys, man. You guys have been wanting me to do this, so. Hey, Faiz, what game will the Bears lose out of the next 3? And please shout out to Lisa, my wife. Please, thanks, buddy. Shout out to Lisa, man. Thomas, there you go. Hopefully that helps. Which game did the Bears lose? So they play the Rams, Saints, and Titans next 3 weeks. If I had to pick the game for them to lose, it would be against the Saints because I do believe Michael Thomas will be back next week. He's out this week. Or I should say the week that the Bears play him, which I think is next week. I had to double check on that. But it would be the Saints. The Saints are always a tough team for the Bears. So for me, again, I'll probably lean towards the Saints just because I believe they're going to be healthy and have their firepower. Let's see here. Yeah, the Antonio Brown news just came across. A lot of you guys talking about that AB is about to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look, guys. Tom Brady wants that 7th ring, okay? He's doing everything he can. And a lot of people have asked me, oh, Faiz, would you want AB on the Bears? Heck no. I do not want Antonio Brown anywhere near my team. The only type of teams that it makes sense for Antonio Brown to be on are the teams that have, like, insanely good leaders and veterans around where you have a structure, a power structure where AB's not going to come in and screw everything up. And Tampa Bay is one of those teams because Tom Brady, he's going to let AB know he's all about business. And the second AB messes up, he's cut. So I don't want that around my locker room, but apparently Tom Brady does. So be it. He's getting the best 2016 team, 2012 team, it feels like, with AB and Gronk and the guys over there. So let's see what happens. But yeah, guys, I'll probably make a video on it if the signing does happen, but let's see. We got another super chat, AXL Maverick with a super chat. Should the Bears trade for Sam Darnold? No, not right now. Look, the Bears are 5-1. We should not do anything to this team other than just add pieces to complement. Right now, the Bears are one of the very few teams in the NFL, folks, that has a legitimate chance at winning the Super Bowl. Yes, I said it. The Bears have a legitimate chance. I can count on my fingers the teams I believe have a legitimate chance to be a Super Bowl contender this year. Let's see. You got the Seahawks, you got the Packers, you got the Chiefs, Ravens, probably the Titans, Steelers, Bucks, maybe the Saints, and that's it. Like, those are the teams, and include the Bears to that. So right now, I don't want them to make these big trades for these players unless, of course, the Bears are obviously winning these trades. But I don't want to trade for Sam Darnold right now, okay? This is a after-the-season type of trade, okay? Not right now. After the season type of trade, we'll see what happens. But Nick Foles, again, is playing solid. We'll see what happens. So I don't want those trades. And speaking of trades, I know the trade deadline's coming up. I'm going to post a video about if I believe the Bears should trade for somebody. So look out for that. I'm going to go ahead and put that out. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for that. Let's see here. Yo, Faiz, as you said, the NFL just wants high-powered offenses. Defense is considered boring. Yeah, it's true. If you guys checked out my latest video, the Seattle Seahawks are ranked number 1 in every damn power ranking. Their defense is god-awful. And the Bears are literally not even in top 10 because our offense is not good, even though our defense is elite. So offense, yeah, that's what they favor. That's what they focus on. It's crazy. Let's see here. Why are we still not getting respect, even though we're 5-1? Like I just said, it's an offensive-minded league. I think that's why. Bulls questions too early? Question mark. No. I mean, you can still ask Bulls questions. You guys can ask NFL questions in general. I'm going to be taking them for a bit here, but I have to start pulling together my research for the Bulls. Obviously, we know that the season could be starting soon. That's what I wanted to talk about real quick here because I wrote it down. The NBA season could start on Christmas this year, which is insane. It's literally a month away or 2 months away, I guess I should say. And that would be insane because, a lot of people would have thought the NBA season not starting until January, February, or maybe even March. So we could get Christmas basketball, which people thought was never going to happen. But I do think there is a legitimate chance it happens because, folks, if you think about it, the revenue the NBA lost, all of that combined with the players, obviously wanting to get paid as well, the reduction of games, I think the NBA is back by Christmas time. I can't wait. That means Bulls basketball is going to be back. I can't wait. And we got the draft coming up. Oh, lot to talk about. Let's see here. I'm gonna go through these quick, guys. Again, super chat if you want me to answer these right away. Should Mitchell Trubisky go to the Pittsburgh Steelers next year? It's too early to talk about that. We'll see after the season. But yeah, I mean, most likely he gets a backup quarterback job somewhere else. Faiz, do you believe the Bears offense will finally lift off this week on Monday night? Funny you asked that, Mike, because I kept going back and forth. So my final prediction for this week's game against the Rams was 27-17. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't feel good about it. And here's why. I think this game goes one of two ways, okay? I think this game either is an absolute slugfest where it's just no offense at all. We're talking about, 2017, 17, 13, 14, something like that. Or I think there's a chance that this could be a potential high-scoring game. Just there's a chance. And by the way, I played this game on Madden. Funny thing you guys should know, I usually play every Bears game on Madden before the matchup just to give me a feel for how it's going to look. And it was a high-scoring game on Madden. It was like a 40-34 type of game. So, again, I don't think we'll see that. But for some reason, I do think it might be one of the extremes. The only way I think the Rams put up that many points on the Bears defense is if they run the football. That's our one weakness. We can't stop the run. I don't think Jared Goff tears us up through the air, so it's got to be through the run. And then, yeah, if Nick Foles and this offense pops, the Rams defense isn't world beaters. We can certainly do it. But if I had to answer whether or not they pop off this week, I'm probably going to say no in terms of the offense. All right, let's see here. Going down. Are you disappointed so far in Anthony Miller? Like I am. I am very disappointed in Anthony Miller, guys. I thought he was going to have a very decent season. You get passed up by a rookie. How are you not disappointed in Anthony Miller? He should never have gotten passed up by Darnell Mooney on the depth chart. It's crazy. Speaking of that, hashtag free Ridley. Why is Riley Ridley not playing, bro? Beats me. Look, you got Darnell Mooney, Anthony Miller, and Allen Robinson. Can we give Riley Ridley just a little bit of an opportunity, dust him off a little bit, take some snaps away from Ted Ginn or Cordell Patterson? We took this guy in the freaking fourth round, okay? If I'm remembering correctly, can we just see what he's about? I mean, my God, I'm with you there. But I mean, this offense really can only support Allen Robinson in terms of production-wise, but yeah, it would be nice to see Riley Ridley. Do you think the Bears signed Spain? A lot of you guys have been asking me about that as well. Certainly, we could use offensive line help. I think the Bears have a good chance to sign him. He makes a lot of sense for us, but he's going to have a lot of suitors too, so we got to be mindful of that. Faiz, name your top Bears wide receivers in order. I mean, that's easy. It's Allen Robinson, Darnell Mooney, then Anthony Miller. then probably go again. Riley Ridley doesn't play any, so I can't even judge him. Probably then after him, it's Ted Ginn Jr. So can the Saints beat the Panthers without Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders? Absolutely. They absolutely can. Let's see here. Do you believe the offense can improve with the O-line we have? I highly doubt we can. So, yes and no. Look, obviously, if your offensive line is putrid, your offense is going to struggle. But I always say this. You can figure out ways around it, right? So if you have a poor offensive line, the play calls you have can set you up for success. So if I have a bad offensive line that can't pass protect, I'm not calling 7-step drops and 4 verticals deep because I know I'm not going to have that much time. Instead, I'm going to call, 3 to 5 step drops, and I'm going to call shallow crosses across the middle of the field. I'm going to call short plays, short passing plays to compensate for that. Or I'll run the football, right? But if my line can't run block, then I'm going to go ahead and maybe use a screen game. Maybe, again, use the quick passing game. So there's ways around it, folks. I'm telling you right now, we're letting Matt Nagy off the hook. There's a bunch of teams in the NFL that have bad offensive line. Russell Wilson had a bad offensive line for years. Look what he made happen, okay? Obviously, we don't have Russell Wilson, but you get my point. There's ways around it. Let's see here. Why isn't Pace signed Quinn Spain yet? He's got a lot of suitors. Quinn Spain has a lot of suitors. I'm sure he's looking at every single opportunity. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything, guys. Again, super chat if you want your question answered right away. I'm going through these as quickly as I can. Let's see here. Keeping Biscuit is the smartest move. Absolutely. If Nick Foles goes down, you guys are going to be praying for Mitchell Trubisky, okay? Again, hopefully Nick Foles doesn't go down. Please knock on wood. Let's see here. Going down. Do you think we could beat the Titans and the Saints? I already said that. I said we would probably lose one of those games, but we could certainly play both. Here's a good question. When will Lamar Miller play? I agree. I want to see Lamar Miller this week, okay? Look, we've already seen that David Montgomery's got a little bit of an issue hitting the damn hole. I called him out on it last week, and I stand by it. I love David Montgomery, talented running back, but he dances around too much at the line instead of just hitting the damn hole. Let's see what Lamar Miller can do. I want to get this run game going. It almost feels like it's like taking medicine. Like you don't enjoy it, but you know it's the right thing to do. We need to establish a run game, folks, because I'm telling you right now, we become too one-dimensional if all we do is pass. I wish there was a way for Matt Nagy to understand this, but he just does not want to. So please, let's see Lamar Miller. I want him to get activated from the practice squad. I'm guessing the reason why he hasn't played yet is because he hasn't gotten the full grasp of the playbook, but I hope that changes soon, okay? I want to see Lamar Miller. I'm pissed off about that. Let's see here. Breeze is already retired. Yeah, he is. So, I mean, he's looked awful. Noodle arm. My God. Let's see here. Predict Nick Foles' stat line on Monday. That's a good question. I'm going to say Nick Foles has 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick, right? Somewhere around there. Let's see here. Bulls question. Trade Levine for MPJ and assets. No, I did see this rumor, which to me does not make much sense because the Bulls are rebuilding, but they are rebuilding around their core. Okay? So I don't want to trade Zach LaVine. And certainly I like Michael Porter Jr., but are we really sure his ceiling is higher than Zach LaVine? I'm not sure about that. So right now, no. And listen, I'm not sure what AK is up to, but I trust AK. Okay? I trust AK. He's going to wait this year to evaluate everybody on the roster. I don't think he's going to make these rash, quick decisions. Okay? Bears are pretenders. I mean, I don't think so. If you think so, that's fine. Seahawks overrated. They're not overrated because they have the MVP in the league and Russell Wilson, so I think they're good. But, again, their defense is awful. Let's see here. Who the hell would want Charles Leno? I agree with that. I agree with that. Do you think a team will sign Mitch to be a starter? I think there's a possibility. Folks, just look around the NFL and look at the bad quarterback play. There's so much bad quarterback play. And speaking of Mitch, I wanted to make a video about this and post it, but I didn't get a chance to. Can we call out Baker Mayfield? I mean, my God. Baker Mayfield hasn't done squat in his career, yet this man has more commercials than anybody in the NFL besides like Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. Why the hell does Baker Mayfield get all these commercials? Like his numbers, what he's done so far in the NFL, it's nothing. You take a look at a guy like Mitch Trubisky, who probably has done just as much as Baker Mayfield. I don't even know. Has Baker Mayfield made a Pro Bowl? Has he had the third highest QBR in the NFL? I don't believe so. I think he broke the passing TD record for his rookie, but no. And look at how he's doing this year. The Browns are stacked. They're loaded. I'm telling you right now, I would take Mitchell Trubisky over Baker Mayfield. That might be a hot take, but I'll do it. Baker Mayfield is awful. He is awful. The Browns are going to bench him. Case Keenum's going to be the starter. Mark my words on that, folks. Baker Mayfield is awful. Okay? And look at Daniel Jones. If you watched the game yesterday, the Giants-Eagles game. I mean, the man can't even run when it's wide open. I get it. He tripped, obviously. But point being, he looked awful that game. Okay? You telling me Mitch Trubisky's not better than that? So I think Mitch can certainly get a starting gig somewhere. His biggest – let me tell you this, okay? I'm going to rant a little bit here, but work with me, guys. I've had a chance to just think about this with the Bears quarterback situation, and here is the biggest issue with Mitchell Trubisky. It's all up here. It's all up here in his head. Mitchell Trubisky is a student. Nick Foles is like a teacher, okay? And that's the difference. Matt Nagy calls a play, and Mitch literally says, okay, that's the play called. I gotta run that play. That's it. Oh, wait a second. I think A-Rob has one-on-one. Why don't you go ahead and, audible Mitch and go ahead and tell A-Rob to cut it loose and let's get a touchdown that way. No, that's the play that Matt Nagy called. I got to run the play. Nick Foles, on the other hand, Matt Nagy calls a play. He doesn't like it. He's going to give Matt Nagy an earful. Now, here's the thing. In Mitch's defense, Mitch is just trying to run what the coach has said. But Nick Foles has the cachet, because he's a Super Bowl MVP, to be able to tell Matt Nagy, no, that's wrong. Scrap that. This is working. Let's go with it. And Matt Nagy has to listen. Because what has Matt Nagy done in his career so far in terms of winning? Not much. So Nick Foles has that cachet. So Mitch, in a way, because, again, he's a young quarterback, hasn't done much, he is just going to listen. He's not going to be a leader. He's going to try to, but he hasn't been the type of leader that the Bears needed. And I'm telling you right now, if Mitch stood up to Matt Nagy more, if he was more of a leader, if he was better mentally stronger, he would still be the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears. I'm telling you right now, he would be. The only reason Nick Foles got the starting job is because he is a mentally stronger player and a stronger leader. A better leader, I should say, right? Everybody wants to focus on, inaccuracies, etc., blah, blah, blah. Look, Nick Foles, we've seen him throw awful passes this year, right? We've seen him throw absolutely horrendous, inaccurate passes. So it's not as much about that as people think. It's about mentally up here. Mitch doesn't have it. Nick Foles does. That's the difference. All right, so let's see here. I bet your play calling is better than Manny. Listen, I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm pretty good at Madden, and I call every single play. So, again, don't want to give myself too much credit, but you get my point here. Kamara's going to feast. Yeah, he is. When is A-Rob's extension going to happen? Man, I'm not sure about that. I honestly am not. Faiz, who should I start, Foles or Breeze with Sanders? Without Sanders, I'd start Breeze still. It's just a better environment for that game. Let's see here. Oh, we got a super chat. Super chat from John Dorman. The Rams have only beat the NCCL East. Yes, the NFC least. They've only beaten those. So I'm not worried, guys. Again, thank you for the super chat, John. But if you have checked out my matchup preview, I lay it all out. I got the Bears winning. Look, free money right now if you bet +6, +6, take that money line on the Bears. That's ridiculous. The disrespect is ridiculous, Lord. I'm telling you right now, I'm making it my mission to get the Bears some damn national respect around here because it's just getting too much. And by the way, if you guys, some of you guys ask me like where do I usually place my bets? I usually place them on FanDuel Sportsbook. So if you want to use that, go ahead and use it. I think you can sign up under my name, Q Poppy. I can go ahead and send that to you guys. Okay, let's see here. What did you think of Foal's postgame interview? I saw that. I loved it. That's a leader right there. That's a leader right there. Okay, that's the difference. So let me see here. See if there's any other super chats. Foles is amazing, please. Rams Talk, appreciate you. Hey, I got a video coming out with Rams Talk. He's one of my buddies over at FTFN. Look, he's going to hear me shit talk about the Rams, so I don't want him to hate me. But listen, I got to defend my Bears. I'm sorry. Evan, super chat, appreciate you for the super chat. You didn't ask a question, so I don't know if you forgot to attach it, but please go ahead and ask a question. I'll try to answer everything you have. Let's see here. We should use Mitch in Wildcat formation like trick plays. We actually should. They used Jalen Hurts last night for one of those. They used Taysom Hill. Mitch has athleticism. He's got legs. Why not? But I think I know why they won't do it is because they're too afraid of Mitch getting hurt, and they know how valuable Mitch can be if Nick Foles goes down. Let's see here. Trubisky, Faiz, are you hating? What am I hating on? Man, Bears, Rams talk. Trent is having a ball over here talking about, listen, Trent, we're going to talk about it in the preview, man. Just wait on it. I know, look, I'm just telling you the honest truth. The Rams have only beaten the NFC East. If you wanted to make that argument about the Bears, you could have until they beat the Bucs. They beat the Bucs. So you can't make that argument that we haven't beaten anybody. You just can't. So just spitting facts right there. We got another super chat from Chris Lopez. Let me just double check here. This is our year. Look, Chris, I'm telling you right now, with the way things are going, I'm feeling pretty good. Look, guys, just picture this. Our defense is top 3 in the NFL. If this offense is just average, we can beat anybody. We can beat anybody. And you are seeing in the NFL right now with good offenses and bad defenses how bad of a formula it feels like it is. Unless you have Russell Wilson or a top 3 quarterback, you're losing. Cowboys, you're losing. Putting up all these points, you're losing. The Falcons putting up all these points, you're losing. So I'm telling you right now, again, I don't want to jump the gun here, but I feel something special too. I feel something special too. So I can't wait. But this next, let me just say this: if the Bears go undefeated in the next 3 games, I'm going all out. I'm just gonna say it like we're the team to beat at that point. If we beat the Saints, Rams, and the Titans, look out. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So these next 3 games are going to determine a lot for me. We got another super chat. Rock Sox 32. Zach Wilson or Matt Jones to the Bears next draft. Tough for me to say right now because I have to go ahead and look at the tape again. But I will probably have a better answer for you in or near the offseason. All right? So I don't want to give you an answer right now because I have to go ahead and start prepping for that, and I will. Rams defense, Bears defense. Trent, come on, man. Look, I know you got to support your team, but you're doing crazy talk now. You're doing crazy talk. Yeah, the Rams only have Aaron Darnold and Jalen Ramsey. So it's crazy. What would you do if the Bears won the Super Bowl? I mean, I would go nuts. It's crazy. But I'm telling you right now, of all the teams that I believe are Super Bowl contenders, the Bears and the Steelers are the two teams that have the elite defenses. All the other teams don't. I mean, the Bucks maybe, but not to the level of the Bears. So it's going to be crazy. But yeah, guys, probably going to be out of here real soon. Any other super chats before I head out? Look, a couple other things. I've got a bunch of other videos coming out real soon. We'll talk about the Bears trade deadline. Obviously, I'll come back on here after the Bears Monday night game and talk about that. But, man, I really appreciate all the support. We just hit 15K subs. I'll probably do a giveaway. But make sure if you're following me on all my social media accounts, my Twitter, Instagram, to be notified when I do this giveaway. Make sure you're following the Flick Chat, all that good stuff, guys. I appreciate the support. I'll be doing more lives, and I will be coming on and talking to you guys. Just make sure that I go ahead and schedule that time. But appreciate all the support, man, and I'll talk to you guys soon.